Hello you guys! Welcome back again to my channel. Today, I would like to share with you the second part of my US immigrant visa application journey, the US Embassy interview. So for today's video, I would like to discuss all the documents you should have with you on your interview, some tips, interview questions I had during my interview, and of course, my interview outcome. If you haven't watched the first part of this series, which was the medical screening, please kindly check out the link to that video somewhere here or on the description box below. Here are the basic documents you should have with you on your interview day. This list of documents will also be stated in your interview letter. Please take note that your passport must be valid for more than 6 months beyond the intended date of the US arrival. You should also bring your old passports with you. Medical exam results must be sealed in the envelope, and you must also secure the UAE police clearance online. There are also some other documents you may bring to be ready just in case they will be needed by the visa officer. These documents are mostly related to your nursing education, licenses, and employment, although in my case, these were not asked to me by the consul at all. Now, I would like to share with you some helpful tips. Please make sure you check all your documents before the day of your interview to make sure you won't miss anything. You must also familiarize yourself with your documents so you know where to pull them out once requested by the visa officer. For easier access, I stored mine using a folder with clear plastic sleeves. You must also wear semi-formal but comfortable clothing and arrive no earlier than 30 minutes prior to your appointment, as they won't accommodate you anyway inside if you come too early. Paid parking slots are available in front of the US Embassy, as well as taxis. I drove to the US Embassy and I left my phone, house keys, and wallet inside the car. I only brought the folder and car keys inside the US Embassy. First stop was a security check outside of the US Embassy gate, where the guard asked me to show to him my appointment letter and passport. I was then asked to go to a window to show again the appointment letter, my DS-260 confirmation page, and my passport. I was then told that my passport number has been entered wrong into the appointment letter. The kind lady then entered in my correct passport number into their system. After that, I was sent to the second security check where they kept my car keys and was given a claim stub in return. An airport security check was conducted after. After a few minutes of sitting, I was called to a booth where I was asked to show my documents. The lady in the window also returned some of my expired documents. I was then asked to take a seat again after. These document checks are now being done inside the what I would say the interview hall. I was given a token number before and was asked to wait for when my number was to be called. There were only a few people inside, so there is obviously physical distancing. You must also wear your face mask at all times, unless instructed to be removed. Next step for me to do is the fingerprinting. A standby sanitizer is available to use before and after. After that, an oath-taking has taken place. This is just you promising that you will not convey any false information about yourself and your application. Finally, the consul interview. I think I waited for about 20 minutes when I was summoned by the visa officer back to the booth. I believe it only took 5 minutes for the whole consul interview. Here are some of the questions I remembered I was asked during the interview. I was asked my name, and he also asked me to remove my mask so he can compare it to my passport photo. My past working experience in Qatar. I was then asked if I have the updated Qatar police clearance. I then explained that I do not have it, and the last time I was in Doha was in 2015. He then asked me my highest degree attainment. Finally, he asked me about my US employer, my working assignment, when I was interviewed, and my hourly rate. After the Q&A portion, I was then informed by the visa officer that unfortunately, they cannot issue my visa as they needed more information from my employer. In short, I got the 221G status. I believe since last year, once it says you are refused on the CAEC website, it meant that your case is under administrative processing, and it will stay this way as the case is being processed. I left the embassy feeling sad and disappointed. I immediately informed my employer, and I was then given further instructions on what to do next. On the next and final part of this US immigrant visa application series, I will be sharing with you what I did to fulfill the immigration officer requirement and what are the process in sending additional requirements to the US Embassy after your interview, and most especially the steps I took in receiving my US immigrant visa packet and passport with the issued US immigrant visa stamp. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Keep safe and be carefree.